Senator Jackson at the Pro Tem's desk. For what purpose do you rise?
Point of personal privilege, if I may.
Please proceed.
Colleagues, you know, we often find that when we've got extraordinarily talented people, other agencies discover them. And I have sadly but proudly to announce that my Chief of Staff, Jennifer Richard, for the past 4 years, is leaving the legislature, having been stolen by the administration, to come over as the Senior Advisor on Benefits to the Employment Development Department. What that basically means is that she is now going to be implementing the laws that we've passed on things like equal pay, family leave, and how could she resist an opportunity to not only see the great work that she's done since her earliest days. She started in the building working for dear friend Sheila Kuehl back in, I think it was 1994. She's also a graduate of my college, Scripps College, unbeknownst to me until after I hired her, but obviously I knew a good woman when I saw one. She has, and I've known Jen since her work with Senator Kuehl when I was in the Assembly, and as was then Assembly Member Kuehl. She's been a wonderful Chief of Staff for me and my staff, a calm eye in the eye of an occasional storm. I know none of you know anything about that, but a rock, a woman with great judgment, integrity, demeanor, and professionalism. She served the legislature well by staffing more than 34 bills that have been signed into law, and she has become a true expert on several issues that are critically important to all of our constituents. For example, as I mentioned, she staffed the original bill that established California's landmark paid family leave program more than 10 years ago with then Senator Sheila Kuehl, and staff bills that I have authored since to try to strengthen those laws. Jen, I am certainly going to miss you. I know our staff is going to miss you, and the people of California are going to miss you in your legislative capacity, but I know that as the person who understands these issues the best, you are going to make sure that they are implemented for the people of this state, and so I'm not as upset about your leaving as I would otherwise be, but I'm still upset. And if I ever talk to you about Title IX, no, never mind. I'm still very much convinced that there is much work that you will do going forward, as you have on issues of privacy, civil rights, LGBTQ, housing and employment discrimination, to name a few. And as a small token of our appreciation, I have a resolution for you to go with others that I've noted on your wall. But this, of course, the most important one, but certainly the most heartfelt one from me. And on behalf of the staff, the people of the 19th Senate District, and the great people of the state of California, thank you for your service.
Thank you, Senator Jackson. Thank you, Jennifer Richard, for your service to the California State Senate. Senator Mendoza, for what purpose do you rise?
Thank you, Madam President. Please move item number 180, AB 520, to the inactive file at the request of the author.
Thank you, Senator. The desk will note. Members, anything else under privileges of the floor? Senator Hancock.
Very much, Madam President. I have several requests from Assembly authors here. I'd like to request that file item 265, AB 1001 by Mainshine, be removed from the consent calendar at the request of the author. Also, that file item 275, AB 1880 by Irwin, be removed from the consent calendar and placed on inactive at the request of the author. And also that file item 279, AB 2106 by Irwin, be removed from the consent calendar at the request of the author.
Thank you, Senator Hancock. Senator Morlock?
For purposes of motions and resolutions, Madam President.
Please proceed.
I would like to remove item number 290, which is Assembly Bill 2801, from the consent file at the request of the author.
Thank you. The desk will note. Senator Bates?
Thank you, Madam President. Under motions and resolutions, at the request of the author, remove AB 2682, file item 286 from the consent calendar.
The desk will note. Thank you, Senator Bates. Senator Gaines?
Great, thank you, Madam President. Under motions and resolutions, would just like to request of the author, and that is Assemblywoman Bonilla, that we remove file item 281, Assembly Bill 2325, from the consent calendar.
Thank you, Senator Gaines.
Thank you.
Senator Allen?
Madam President, under motions and resolutions, I wanted to ask that we please remove AB 2218, which is Autumn Burke's bill, from the consent calendar at the request of the author.
Thank you, Senator Allen. The desk will note. Senator Bell?
Madam President, I'd like to request removal of AB 2491 and AB 2374 at the request of authors. They would like to make amendments. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Bell. The desk will note. Senator McGuire. Members, we are moving to without file order. Please proceed. Still under motions and resolutions.
Thank you so much, Madam President. Request that unanimous consent be rescinded the action whereby AB 1176 was passed.
Without objection, please proceed.
Thank you so much, Madam President. There are amendments at the desk, and I request unanimous consent to adopt the amendments and take AB 1176 in mock-up form.
Without objection, seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1176 by Assemblymember Cooper, an act linked to theft and calling an election to take effect immediately.
Senator McGuire.
Thank you so much, Madam President, and good afternoon, good morning, I guess. As you are all well aware, an unintended consequence of Proposition 47 made the theft or known illegal transfer of a firearm with the monetary value of under $950 a misdemeanor. Handguns, shotguns, rifles, and AR-15 types of weapons are easy to find for sale for under the $950 amount at most retail gun stores. When these guns are stolen, they are often sold or traded at below market value on the street. Many times, these stolen guns are found to have been used in other crimes such as robberies and shootings, and we've seen an epidemic in the county of Humboldt due to this fact. AB 1176 will not only serve as a deterrent, it will apply the appropriate level of criminal penalties on those who steal and illegally transfer any type of firearm. Prior to the enactment of Prop 47, theft of a firearm, regardless of its value, was a punishable grand theft with a sentence of 16 months, 2 years, or 3 years in state prison. There is no indication that in passing Prop 47, voters intended to reduce the severity of punishments for gun thefts. AB 1176 clarifies that if the property stolen is a firearm or the stolen property that is bought or received is a firearm, the result is a crime punishable as it was prior to the enactment of Prop 47, regardless of the firearm's value. Additionally, this measure places a 10-year prohibition on the possession or ownership of firearms for a person who receives a misdemeanor conviction of stealing a firearm. If passed today, the proposal would be submitted for voter approval on the November 8th, 2016 statewide general election. Would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator McGuire. Members, is there any? Senator Leno.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, I suspect strongly that this bill has the votes to pass today, but I did oppose it in committee, and I just wanted to share with you why I did that, mostly through information that had been shared with me through my county's district attorney. This idea that Prop 47 is going to prohibit prosecutors from charging felonies for stolen firearms, this is the situation that would have to occur for an inability to charge the theft of a firearm because we had changed the threshold for grand theft. Imagine you walk into a store that sells firearms, let's say a Walmart, And you would have to enter the store while it is open, because if you entered it while it was still closed, that would be breaking and entering. That would be a felony. So you have to enter while it's open. Then you have to go to the case, because of course it's not up there with the cereal where you just grab one, right? It's in a locked case. So then you have to go to the locked case. It has to be open, because again, if you opened it, if it were locked, that would be breaking and entering, and that would be a felony. So you have to be there while the locked case is open, and then you would have to, and of course, while no one is watching you, reach in and take a firearm, and then exit the store without concealing it, because of course that would be a felony. So unconcealed, you leave the store with your firearm and no one catches you, and then you walk down the street, because again, if there were a waiting car, that would be a felony. And so now you're walking down the street with an unconcealed stolen weapon out of a locked box, out of a unlocked box. That is the situation where this could not be charged as a felony. So I understand that there's a lot of concern that Prop 47 had actually done something very dangerous. 60% of the voters voted for it. I don't think they were fooled, and I can, if you've got a situation where you could imagine a felony not being able to be charged for a stolen firearm, I'd be happy to hear about it, but that is my reason for voting no.
Thank you, Senator Leno. Senator Gaines?
Thank you, Madam President. Number one, I don't think we've heard the end of the controversy over the passage of Prop 47, and the jury's still out on that in terms of the amount of crime that is being created throughout our communities and certainly in my Senate district. But I did want to also recognize Assemblywoman Melendez and her legislation, AB 1869, and efforts working with Assemblyman Cooper in this legislation that will clarify the issue of felony with regards to the theft of a firearm. So urge an aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Gaines. Members, any further discussion or debate? Senator McGuire, would you like to close?
Thank you so much, Madam President. I will end it with this. We have seen significant struggles with stolen firearms in the county of Humboldt. And as we know, there is a rogue element to the marijuana industry in this state. It's because we have had a lack of regulation for over 20 years. And what this bill would do is put a proposal in front of the voters this November to let voters decide, and would respectfully ask for an aye vote. But do respect, of course, our esteemed colleague, truly an amazing colleague from San Francisco, and grateful for all of his hard work.
Thank you, Senator McGuire. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen? Aye. Anderson? Aye. Bates? Aye. Bell? Aye. Berryhill? Aye. Block? Aye. Canella? Aye. De Leon? Fuller? Aye. Gaines? Aye. Galgiani? Aye. Glazer? Aye. Hall? Aye. Hancock? Hernandez? Aye. Hertzberg? Aye. Hill? Aye. Wesso? Huff? Aye. Jackson? Aye. Lara? Leno? No. Leyva? Aye. Liu? Aye. McGuire? Aye. Mendoza? Aye. Mitchell? Monning? Aye. Morlock? Aye. Morrell? Wynn? Aye. Nilsson? Aye. Pan? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Roth? Aye. Runner? Stone? Aye. Vidak? Aye. Wachowski? Wolk?
Please call the absent members.
De Leon? Hancock? Wesso? Aye. Lara? Aye. Mitchell? Morrell? Aye. Runner? Wachowski? Wolk?
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Ayes 33, noes 1. The measure passes. Members, we are going to return to privileges of the floor. Senator Liu at the pro tem's desk.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I'd like to bring forward my chief consultant of the Education Committee, Kathleen Javara. Kathleen has served the state of California with honor and integrity since 1993. She began working as a consultant for the Senate Education Committee in 2002 and became staff director for the committee just beginning in 2015. She has served 5 different education chairs, including me, Alan Lowenthal, Gloria Romero, Jack Scott, and the late John Vasconcellos. In 2006, Kathleen was one of 19 program associates selected nationally to advise the National Center on Higher Education Policy on its agenda, activity, and major trends in higher education policy. She is also an advisory board member of Project Soul, a project through UCLA Civil Rights Project that uses online curriculum that accelerates the content learning of Spanish-dominated secondary school students. Kathleen was born and raised in the Central Valley in a family that greatly valued education. This is the foundation of her commitment to student success and equal access for all. She's the first in our family to go to college. Kathleen graduated from Stanford University. She holds a master's degree at UCLA Anderson School of Management, and she has an extensive knowledge of education issues. And I know that all 5 committee chairs she served with have relied on her expertise and opinion. She has, I know that other members and legislators and leadership and administration has sought her for her advice on many issues. And one of the things I appreciate most about Kathleen is her forthright approach in her analysis and her ability to articulate her point of view. There's never any doubt that of where she stands on issues, and yet it's never my way or the highway, almost never. I know that we all appreciate her, and we all would wish her well on her next adventure as she will represent the CSU in this Sacramento area. So please, warm welcome and thank you for her service to the state. And we have a little...
Senator Lara, on this issue, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam President. I also want to take a moment to congratulate Kathleen. Members, it is, as a former Senate staffer and somebody who worked directly with Kathleen to really change the lives of so many undocumented children throughout the years. Since 2001, it was really Kathleen's work that helped us be one of the most states in the vanguard when it comes to providing rights for undocumented children. And I remember working with the Senator Marco Firebaugh at the time. You led us and your thoughtfulness and your willingness to support these students. The bills might have our names on them, but it's definitely your soul and your hard work that has made us such a beacon for hope for so many undocumented students across the state and across the country. So, Kathleen, thank you so much for your work. We're going to miss you. As a CSU alum, I'm elated that we're going to have somebody with your heart and soul and passion advocating on behalf of the largest university system in our country. Congratulations.
Still under privileges of the floor, Senator Jackson, for what purpose do you rise?
Yes, thank you. Under a point of personal privilege, I would like to thank another member of my staff who will be leaving. She has been actually an intern in the staff, a Cal State Sacramento intern, Natalie Ruiz. If I could perhaps move to the pro tem's desk.
Yes, please.
Colleagues, we get these wonderful young people who come to us for very brief periods of time, and it's my hope that she's been inspired by the work that we do here, that she will go on in her career when she goes back to school and perhaps comes back to the building. Natalie Ruiz has an extraordinary story. She is a single mom in college who is working hard to get her degree while caring for a 2-year-old. Of course, I have a warm spot in my heart for the little ones. But she has been working hard and diligently to get her degree while at the same time trying to balance the responsibilities of parenthood as a single mom, and is doing an extraordinary job. But it is the stories that we hear of people that we come to know that I think inspire us most to try to do the work for the people of California, recognizing the challenges and the inspiration of the work that the state does and of the people of the state to make their lives better and to be meaningful participants in the state and the future of our communities. And Natalie is one of those extraordinary young women. I hope she will come back. I think part of the reason that she came to the office was because of people like Jen Richards who are leaving. I don't know how I'm going to fill that void, but I know that she will go on as a result of what she's learned here to really make a difference in the lives not only of her family, but of those of us here in the state. We could certainly not wish for more. With that, I'd like you to join me in wishing her well in her future endeavors.
Thank you, Senator Jackson. Congratulations, Natalie. Thank you for your service to the California State Senate. Members, we are returning to motions and resolutions. Senator Jackson.
Thank you, Madam President. Under motions and resolutions, I'd like to remove file item A33, which is AB 551, from the inactive file at the request of the author for purposes of amendments.
Thank you, Senator Jackson. The desk will note. Members, we are going to move to Assembly third reading. We are going to start with file item 163. Senator Glazer, are you prepared for file item 163? Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1665 by Assemblymember Bonilla, enacting to taxation and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Glazer.
Thank you, Madam President and members. AB 1665 by Assemblymember Bonilla gives Contra Costa County residents the chance to weigh in on a pressing transportation needs of our county. Existing law authorizes the county to seek voter approval of transaction and use taxes to fund transportation programs and projects. This bill simply shifts the current authority of the county to the Contra Costa Transportation Authority. This bill is good for local government efficiency and allows residents of the county to vote on a measure this November. This is a district bill. It has broad support, passed the Assembly 77-0. No opposition that I'm aware of. I want to thank the leadership for allowing this bill, which has urgency to it, to come up today. And with that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Glazer. Members, is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Galgiani. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Lara. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Wynn. No. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wykowski. Aye. Wolk.
Please call the absent members.
De Leon. Galgiani. Morrell. Runner. Wolk.
We're going to move this. Senator Glazer will move that to call to make sure all members are on the floor. Thank you. Members will now move to file item 143, Senator Block. Mr. Secretary, please read. File item 143.
Assembly Bill 629 by Assemblymember Gonzalez, enacting to tribal gaming and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Block.
Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of Assemblywoman Gonzalez and her principal co-author, Assemblywoman Waldron, I rise to present AB 629. AB 629 would ratify the Tribal Gaming Compact that Governor Brown negotiated with the Pala Band of Mission Indians on behalf of the state of California. The compact authorizes up to 2,500 Class 3 slot machines, as well as banking and percentage card games. The tribe will continue to contribute its pro rata share of the state's regulatory costs, which includes programs that provide education, counseling, and treatment for Californians affected by problem gambling. Over the years, the Pala tribe has made significant positive contributions to San Diego County and to the state of California, including their commitment to fair wages and employment, which sets a statewide standard for working conditions at gaming facilities. Once in effect, the compact shall remain operational for 25 years. AB 629 is a bipartisan bill that has been negotiated by the governor, reviewed by our Senate GO committee, and has no opposition. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Block. Members, is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Cannella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Galgiani. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Hancock. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Hill. Aye. Wesso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson. Aye. Lada. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Aye. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morrell. Aye. Wynn. Aye. Nilsson. Aye. Pan. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wykowski. Aye. Wolk.
Senator Block moves to call. Members, we are now moving to file item 174, Senator Hill. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 516 by Assemblymember Mullen, enacting to vehicles.
Senator Hill.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, AB 516 will modernize California's system of getting license plates on vehicles in order to address the many problems that arise from tens of thousands of vehicles driving around our neighborhoods, freeways, and toll roads without license plates on any given day. The status quo is a threat to public safety. Just last Friday, a Bay Bridge toll taker was robbed at gunpoint by a vehicle that left the scene in a car without plates. In any given year, we have over 2 million cars driving on our local roads and highways for weeks and sometimes months without any unique identification. No other state has such a lax system. Members, this is not something to be taken lightly. This flawed system impedes the best efforts of law enforcement to apprehend criminals on the run and is costing our transportation system almost $20 million in unpaid tolls from violators who are abusing the electronic payment systems by driving on toll bridges and toll roads without a fast-track transponder or a license plate. AB 516 addresses this problem by requiring that car dealers provide new vehicle owners with a temporary license plate at the point of sale, just as they do in the dozen other states that already operate print-on-demand temporary license plate systems. The author has been working with all parties to resolve this public safety and toll evasion problem since 2014. The bill before you is the result of extensive negotiations with all stakeholders. I respectfully ask for an aye vote, members.
Thank you, Senator Hill. Members, is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. No. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Block. Aye. Cannella. Aye. De Leon. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. No. Galgiani. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. Huff. I. Jackson. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell. No. Wynn. No. Nilsson. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. No. Vidak. I. Wykowski. Wolk.
Senator Hill moves to call. Thank you. All right, members, we are now going to go to unfinished business. We are going to start with file item 67. Senator Allen. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 775 by Senator Allen, enacting to tenancy.
Senator Allen.
Thank you so much, Madam President and members. SB 775, we've heard before, back on concurrence, it stops a small group of sophisticated landlords and tenants from forcing a city to certify the rent when city officials don't have the necessary facts before them to make that determination. The bill ensures that landlords and tenants will only have the permissible rent level of a given unit set by a hearing examiner in a neutral setting after both parties have had the opportunity to argue their case. Assembly amendments taken at the request of stakeholders allow landlords to still register the initial rent level with a rent control agency. The bill has no opposition. It's received broad bipartisan support in both houses, and I request your aye vote on concurrence in Assembly amendments.
Thank you, Senator Allen. Members, any discussion or debate? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Allen.
Aye.
I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Canella. I. De Leon. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Wesso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lada. I. Leno. I. Leva. I. Liu. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morrell.
It's an interesting issue.
I. Wynn. I. Nilsson. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. We will move that to call. Members, we are going to move back to file item 68 and lift the call.